Guys, today we're going to be adding our wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto interface to this 2013 Audi A3. This system will work on the original display. So you'll have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto right here, and it all works through the original MMI controller. And we're also adding a reverse camera. Now we're not going to film the camera, but I will show you what it looks like. So this is the original boot handle right here. We're going to remove it and replace it with a new handle. And the handle still has the button. It's also got the camera built in. Okay, so it looks nice and clean. So we're going to get the camera done first, then we'll go to the front of the car and we'll go through the full installation on the Apple CarPlay interface and see how it looks when it's all done.
A few moments later.
Camera is almost done. I just wanted to get you guys a look at how awesome it looks in the little cavity there in the tailgate. Looks awesome. Wiring all runs with the factory wiring along here, so it looks nice and clean. Already got it to the front of the car, but we're not going to put this back together until we test it. So we want to see it working. The last thing you want is have the job done and then something doesn't work. Like, damn, we've got to pull it apart again. Essentially what we're going to do here is remove the MMI radio. It has two Audi radio removal keys. Pop them in, pull it out, nice and easy. Glove box comes out. There's 1, 2, 3 8mm here, one there, two underneath. You can remove the glove box. It's important in this car to remove the glove box because there's actually heaps of room for the module, but you can only access that room by removing the glove box. Other than that, that's pretty much where most of the install is going to be. So we'll get this out and then we'll look at the next step. All right, once you've got the glove box out, you can access your module. Now, we're going to mount the module behind this air vent here, the controller rather. And if you put your hand up into the glove box, you can feel a big ledge right here. It's actually this. And so that module can get double-sided there. It sits really nice, it's good. We've done that one, we did that in the S3 video. Now, before you mount the module, you will have dip switch settings. Okay, so you need to check your dip switches and test the module before you mount it. Okay, so test the module, test your dip switches before you mount it, otherwise you'll have issues if it's set for the wrong car. And each time you change a dip switch setting, you need to either press the reset button or unplug power from the module. Okay, now we've got the wiring. One thing that's optional is the mic. I mean, you have to fit it, but it's optional where you put it. We like to go in the roof lining, and we've already run the camera, so we're gonna do mic in the roof lining. USB, some people just chuck it in the glove box, you can do that. You can run it to center console, or you can run it underneath here, which is what we're going to do. Again, that's optional, so we'll get those two done. And then you've got a primary and a secondary harness. Okay, so the primary harness goes into the original quad lock connector, which I'll do right now. Put some tape around that, and then the secondary harness plugs in like so. And then this is the main power for the module. So that there is going to run over to here on the inside where you're going to plug in your module. So we'll get all that taped up and make it look neat. You've got an AUX cable here as well. That's going to go from one end, boom, into the other end, boom, like that. Okay, nice and easy. And then we've got our screen cables. So screen cables, going to open them up. Now they're both going to come from the module. So it's going to go original pink. There's a female here. You're going to plug that in. That's going to go to the output of the module. So the module has an LCD out. I'll find it. There we go. Okay, just to show you. So that's the green LCD out. And the pink one is going to go from LCD in, and then that's going to run over here and plug into the original radio. So hopefully that makes sense. So the one that we occupied will be replaced with this. That's going to get taped up. That's going to go there. And they're both going to run to the module. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, just drop a comment below. So that's essentially the plug and play portion done. So what I'm going to do is neaten all this up, get it plugged in, and then run our microphone and our USB. And then we'll do a little bit of a recap and I'll show you a couple other bits and pieces, and then we can start testing. If you've got a camera at this time, you can go ahead and plug your RCA into rear video input, and then your power is going to go to rear 12 volt. So it's red to red. Okay, that's nice and easy. So I'm going to get that done too. So we've got the module plugged in, radio's just sitting here for testing, and we've gone through and checked all the dip switch settings. Now I've confirmed that it's a 5.8 inch A3 display, so we've set it up for that. And now all you need to do is press and hold the back button, and it brings you straight into CarPlay. So this is what it looks like with no phone connected, but as soon as you connect your Apple or Android device, you'll get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So now that that's working, we can essentially, we'll check the camera, we'll make sure CarPlay works, we'll check sound, and then we can pretty much go back together. Just select reverse, and that is your camera image right there. All right, glove box is back in. Pretty simple, it just goes back in with the same screws that you did. We mounted the module in the area that we said, and we got the USB tucked up right here. It's very clean, it's very neat, it's out of the way. And what we're going to do is tap the back button or press and hold it. It's going to switch us into CarPlay, and then you can plug in a cable. You can go wireless if you want. We've already set up wireless, and it was working on a wireless Android device. Okay, keep your phone handy. CarPlay will boot up. Alright, pause the music so I don't catch a copyright claim. And there we go. Apple CarPlay through the original MMI system. Now this is an A3 with the 5.8 inch screen, so it's a little bit smaller. It does still work, and if you've got the full 7-inch display, it will also work. It's the same kit. But that is pretty much the system done. You've seen the reverse camera work, so when you pop into reverse, it shows you the camera. If you have a factory camera and you go into reverse, it will still show you that camera as well. That is pretty much the system, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. This exact kit will be on our website, www.shoptfb.com. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.